Namaste and welcome to this sacred space. Today, let us explore the topic that has shaped societies, families, and individual destinies. Marriage and children is not as obligations but as divine opportunities. This talk is not about societal advice, it's about spiritual clarity. Let us understand these life paths through the eyes of ancient wisdom from the Bhagavadgita, the Upanishads, Manusmriti, and timeless dharmic teachings. In modern times, marriage is often seen as a duty, a pressure, or a deadline. But in the Vedic tradition, marriage is one of the 16 samskaras, a sacred purification rite. It is called Vivaha Samskara, and it is not a personal event but a spiritual contract witnessed by fire, the devas, and the inner self. Rigveda says, "May you walk together, may you dream together, may your minds be in harmony." The purpose of marriage is companionship in Dharma, a journey where two souls help each other grow, serve, and fulfill their karma. It is not about completing each other, it's about reflecting each other's truth. Marriage, when lived consciously, becomes a kind of yoga, the yoga of surrender, patience, and mutual evolution. In the fourfold path of life, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa, the second stage, Grihastha, is marriage and family life. It is not a lower path, it is one of the most challenging and sacred. Because it is easy to meditate in a forest, but difficult to maintain peace in a relationship, raise a child, and still uphold truth. Bhagavad Gita says, "Perform your duty without attachment, for by doing so, one attains the supreme." Marriage is karma yoga in action, not attachment, but offering, not control, but surrender. When marriage doesn't happen, the soul is still complete. Some people feel shame or pressure if they are unmarried. Let me remind you this: you are not incomplete without a partner. You are not behind in life. You are on your soul's timetable, not society's. The scriptures glorify both the path of union and the path of solitude. Bhagavad Gita in the 6th chapter says, "One must uplift oneself by one's own self and not degrade oneself." Lord Dattatreya, Adi Shankara, and many rishis walked alone, and yet they served the world immensely. Your value is not in your relationship status, it is in how deeply you live your dharma. Now, coming to the topic of children, who are the guardians of a soul, not ownership of a life. Now let us speak of children not as extensions of ego, but as souls sent through you, not you. Garuda Purana explains, before birth, the soul chooses the parents based on karma for the lessons it must learn. So, if a child is born to you, you are the guardian of a soul's journey. You are not here to control them, but to awaken their inner light. Your role is not to mold them in your image, but to protect and nurture their true swabhava, that is, their own inner nature. Let your parenting become a form of spiritual seva. Taittiriya Upanishad says, treat your mother and father as God. Likewise, be a parent like the divine, loving, forgiving, and wise. When you cannot have children, your parental energy is still sacred. Many couples struggle with conception. Many singles long to nurture but have no child. Let me say this with love. Parenthood is not just biology, it is the expression of divine compassion. Some are meant to guide students, some to serve animals, some to nourish communities. Bhagavata Purana reminds, a tree does not eat its own fruit, but offers shade and nourishment to others. So too, your nurturing energy can heal many, even if they are not your children by blood. Be her spiritual mother, a dharmic father. Your home may be empty, but your heart can be abundantly full. The balance of love, attachment, and spiritual growth. Whether it is in marriage or parenthood, remember this subtle truth. Love is divine, but attachment is delusion. Bhagavadgita says, that person who gives up desires and walks free from attachment attains peace. True love is not based on ownership. It is based on freedom, respect, and soul evolution. The purpose of marriage is not comfort, it is transformation. The purpose of parenting is not pride, it is service. Bringing consciousness into your family life. If you're married, bless your partner every day, not just in rituals, but in energy. Speak less from the ego, more from the soul. If you are a parent, let your home be a temple where your child's spirit is honored, not just their grades. Let your family be your ashram. Perform every act, cooking, teaching, listening, as karma yoga. Let every breath be a prayer in action. So, coming to the conclusion, whether you marry or not, whether you have children or not, live your path with awareness, not with guilt or pressure. Let Dharma be your compass. Let compassion be your language. You're not late. You're not lacking. You're walking your unique, sacred journey. And in that truth, you are already whole. My dear friends, thank you for listening. If this talk resonated, share it forward and allow these ancient teachings to ripple into more hearts. Namaste.